Happy New Year to the girls water polo team. This is Coach Jack. I wanted to give you an update on everything I know about the upcoming season. So this is going to take about 8 or 10 minutes, so relax. And please watch it all the way through. It has important information. My understanding is students at Troy and Athens will have the opportunity to return to in-seat learning January 25th. So that's kind of exciting. If your choice is to go to in-seat, it will start at that time. The winter sports will start up officially January 16th, unless there's a change. The Governor Whitmer's state of emergency expires on January 15th, so we expect that the practices will start immediately after that, and that'll of course be the boys swim team. As soon as the boys swim team is in the water, then we should then get the green light to begin work on our preseason conditioning, preseason practices. And so I expect we will be doing that as early as probably the January 18th week, maybe the 19th and the 21st of that week. Not sure, depends on a couple things, but it's right around the corner. We're about to get in there. One word on that is we will be having pretty much the rest of our preseason workouts at the Athens pool. Hopefully they'll give us permission to get in there. The reason we're doing that is boys swim has the first shift at Troy High, and the girls synchronized swimming has the second shift at Troy High. So we don't want to wait until after the synchro's done to get in. That would be a little bit late. So we will get the second shift over at Athens. So I expect the preseason workouts will be maybe starting 5:30 or 6. And going, and probably do 2 days a week for a week or so, and then we'll bump it up to 3 days a week and go from there. Word about synchro, I'm not sure how many of our girls are doing synchro. When I last talked to Coach Lori, they were only going to do figures this year, so they should be getting in the pool. It's the 16th or that Monday. But the last plan was they were going to have an abbreviated season and not do. They're going to do figures only, but not the synchronized routines. So you may be done with your season early and be able to jump in and join us with the preseason workouts. If you are in synchronized swimming or any other winter sport, that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be focusing on. Don't worry about the preseason workouts. I'm always an advocate of whatever season is in season is the most important season for you. As I said, I'll be coaching. Coach Sarah will be coaching. And we'll be running the boys' season concurrently at the same time as the girls' season. Shouldn't be a problem. A few minor changes in the way we do things, but I'll give more details into that. Exciting news for the girls' team. Michigan Water Polo Association has redistricted. They've changed our district, and we come out a big winner on this. The reason is we have done away with Okemos, Mason, and Holt East Lansing from our district, and we picked up Grand Blanc and Walled Lake. So the thing that's exciting about that is that means significantly less travel time for a number of our games. We only have the closer teams in our district, so that is a great news. Yeah, we dropped Mason, Okemos, and East Lansing, all of which are in the East Lansing area, and I think Okemos is in anyway. And we picked up Grand Blanc and Walled Lake. We played Grand Blanc and Walled Lake traditionally anyway because they were fairly close. They happened to be in the other districts, so they were non-district games, but now they become our district games. So that's that's going to help our timetables, our weekly family schedules. Everything about that is good. So it makes our division actually a little soft. We lost some good teams. That's a double-edged sword. It may make it easier for us to pass into regionals, but it means we need to seek out harder teams to play in the season by going to tournaments in Ann Arbor. Otherwise, we'll get to the postseason and have a false sense of our ability, and if in fact we have been only playing weaker teams, although certainly Groves and Seaholm are no version of a weak team generally. So that's exciting. That's going to make things a lot better for us. Also, with the COVID, there's been some significant changes on the way they're going to be scheduling out the season. They're de-emphasizing, if not doing away with district games that are dual games on weeknights. So what they're going to basically be doing is the season will be a couple of mini seeding tournaments. So we'll have a weekend. I believe there'll be Friday, Saturday tournaments. We'll play 3 of the teams in our district. 2 weeks later, we'll play the other 3 teams in our district in a mini tournament. And then we'll go into districts and regionals. That means we got to be a good tournament team. That's what we need to do. I'm not willing to give up our weeknight games, though. I think there's something magical about being able to play another high school in our pool or in their pool. It's an experience you don't get in any other athletic endeavor from this point forward. Clubs do basically all tournaments, and it's just a special thing to be able to play another team in a dual meet, and I love doing those, so we're still going to schedule those. Having said that, those will be de-emphasized a little bit, so we'll probably do a little bit less of those, but we'll see. So some specifics on the season. So the season is scheduled to start March 15th, so that's when we'll be 5-day-a-week regular practices, and our first competitions will be short time after that, so we need to be ready. It's a very short season. I think it's 9 weeks between that March 15th or March 19th, I think is the Monday, to regionals. So it's a very quick time. It's going to go very quickly. And for this, I meant to check on our spring break, but I did not. But I don't know that spring break is going to exist this year due to COVID anyway. So we'll have to check on that. I do have dates for you to mark your calendars. So our districts will be Thursday, March 13th, and Thursday, May 13th, and Saturday, May 15th. And then the next week will be regionals. That'll be Thursday, May 20th, and Saturday, May 22nd. You'll notice it's a different format. That's because the boys will compete the same weeks. They'll compete Wednesday and Friday, and the girls will compete Thursday and Saturday. So that has to do with the ability to get referees for all the contests, and I think it'll be good. I'm kind of excited about that. And then the state meet for girls will be June 4th and 5th. So those are all things to mark on your calendars. We will also try to do our annual JV tournament. It will be very different this year. We're proceeding under the current guidelines that only 4 teams may participate in a tournament. So it would probably be just one day, maybe Saturday morning. We would bring in 3 other teams, and we would play them in have our JV players play them. We anticipate doing that again on the first week of the first weekend of the season. So the season starts the 15th. So that tournament time will be probably Saturday the 20th. Now, there's a problem with the tournament. We normally use that as a fundraiser to fund a lot of our team activities through the year, including the team dinners, which we won't be having because of COVID, so whatever. But it won't work as a fundraiser this year. Basically, the team fees that teams pay to come to attend our tournament go directly to the officials who are officiating, so that's break even. The way we make money is when parents show up and they pay admission at the gate. The problem is there's going to be no spectators, or presumably no spectators. If there will be, we'll see what we can do to collect money. We'll see what happens. But we still want to have the tournament. It'll be a little work. We'll still get our girls in the pool, get them, especially the new ones, and hopefully play. And all that, of course, just like everything else, is a little dependent on how things progress. But I am very confident things are on the right path and we are headed in the right direction. All this is dependent on that governor's emergency order expiring at January 15th. We have every reason to believe that will happen. The last time she spoke was December 24th, and she gave no indication that it will be extended past the 15th. And so hopefully that'll happen, and we'll move forward. Again, we're not an MHSAA sport, but what happens, MHSAA will typically release guidelines, and then the Michigan Water Polo Association will choose to follow those guidelines, and then our district athletic people will ratify them and make sure that that's okay. So we are controlled actually by our district athletic director and our school athletic directors and our administrators, but they typically follow the MHSAA guidelines, and those guidelines are usually echoed in the Michigan Water Polo Association guidelines, although it may be a little different in the spring because as I think of it, I think we are the only indoor sport in spring. So all of MHSA's guidelines will deal with outdoor sports, and we'll have to be kind of, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. That's the most thing. It's kind of exciting. The redistricting, that's going to change things a little bit, and it's going to be exciting to run at the same time as the boys. That's going to be a neat experience for all of us. If you do not have a Troy United face mask to wear and you've been working out with us or you're a previous returning player, please get a hold of me. We'll make arrangements to get that to you. If you have any questions, feel free to text me, 248-688-0511. I'm getting very excited. I'm super optimistic that we're going to be in that pool on the week of January 19th. And we'll be going from there. Any questions, feel free to text me. Happy New Year.